grab your pillows and grab your blankets. We'll begin in a supported child's pose. So I'm gonna put my blanket underneath my knees for a little added cushion, separating the knees about mat width distance wide, big toes together. Sit back onto the heels and then reach for your pillows and bring them as close as you can to your hips. I'm gonna stack two just to give really nice support. And once you have your pillows set up, just start to hinge from the hips and let the upper body rest on the pillows, and your forehead can be face down, or you can rock your head off to one side. Just let your arms hang naturally. You can close your eyes here. And throughout class today, we will have a lot of time to sink into the posture. So as you do, sometimes it can be challenging to stay still, keep the mind focused. So if that happens, a great place to focus your attention is always on your breath. Let the head fall heavy, shoulders relax. Really focusing on ease and softness. And if your head is over to one side, make sure to switch directions. Resting the other ear on your pillows. And since this is our first pose of class, I recommend taking a scan of your body. Just beginning to notice where you might be holding tension. And throughout class, really try to soften, try to release. Just focusing on that muscle or that part of the body. And if your head is off to the side, bring it through center. And we'll slowly start to come out of the pose, pressing the seat back onto the heels, walking the legs onto the thighs, and then moving your pillows you were just laying on out of the way. We'll make our way into a seated, supported forward fold. So make your way onto your sit bones. I'm gonna sit on a blanket just for that added cushion. Extend the legs out long. Let the heels rest on the floor, toes pointing up. And then before we fold into the pose, we wanna make sure we're on the hard part of our sitting bones. So try to move away any flesh so you can have a nice strong foundation. And then once again, I'm gonna place the pillows on top of my legs. I'm gonna stack both of them. And similar to before, just slowly start to lower your chest to rest on the pillows. Arms fall naturally to the side. You can either rest the side of the head on the pillow or face down. And if at any time you want to intensify the stretch, you can remove one or both pillows or bolsters or blocks, whatever you're using. Whatever helps you get into the most comfortable version of the pose. Letting the upper body be as heavy and supported as possible. And if the head is off to one side, gently bring it through center and place the other ear on your prop. Checking in, see if you can soften the space around the eyes. Unclench the jaw. Let the tongue relax away from the roof of your mouth. Let the shoulders be heavy as they fall away from your ears. Fully relaxing and breathing deeply. And if your head is off to the side, slowly bring it back through center, and then begin to sit back up, shoulders over hips, moving your pillows out of the way. And then we'll make our way into a reclined butterfly position. So I'm going to use my blanket as a pillow. So I'm just going to roll it up a bit and put it at the top of my mat. And then taking one pillow to the side of the floor, it's going to hold up my thigh. And then the other pillow to the other side of your mat. So you might need to readjust when we get down onto our backs. Just keep them close by. And nice and slowly start to lower one vertebrae at a time onto your back, placing the blanket or a pillow in that sweet spot underneath your head, your neck. And then bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall open to the sides, and your thighs should be resting on your pillows or your blankets or blocks. Your hands can rest out to the sides, palms facing up, or you can place a hand on your belly and a hand on your heart. Just take a moment to get any fidgets out, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, finding a comfortable place for the legs. And once again, closing the eyes down, letting your attention be on yourself. Whatever comes up, just acknowledge it without judgment. We're here to create space, letting go of anything that doesn't serve us. As you relax into this pose, once again, scan your body. Notice where you might be holding any tension, any clenching. Start to release every exhale. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs and use them to help bring the knees back together nice and slowly. And keeping the head and neck and shoulders where they are, bring the feet flat to the floor, about hip width distance apart. We're gonna move into a supported bridge. So we're gonna take an inhale, press into the heels, lift the hips up. And if you'd like, you can slide a pillow or a blanket underneath the hips. And then exhale, lower the hips back down to rest on the mat or on the prop. You can let your arms fall open to the sides, palms up. Or if you want to continue resting the hand on the belly and the heart, you are welcome to. Readjusting your head support as needed. Really focusing on your breathing. You can close your eyes here. Feeling the release in the low back. And begin to soften. Challenging yourself to stay present. Always letting your breath guide you back. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to open them once again, making our way into either legs up the wall, or if you don't have a wall nearby, you can stay in bridge or take the Supta Kanasana pose again. So if you want to move into wall, legs up the wall, gently remove the pillow from underneath the glutes, roll over to your right or your left side, and really carefully press your way back up to a seat. And find an open wall. I'm going to put a blanket on the floor for support and then a pillow underneath my head. So to come into the pose, sit your glutes as close as you can to the wall. Lie down on your back and reach the heels up towards the ceiling. You might need to scooch a bit to get close enough. Trying to press the backs of the legs against the wall. Relax the feet, relax the thighs. Arms can rest by your sides, palms facing up. Once again, closing your eyes. Feeling the release. Quieting the mind. And if your eyes are closed, slowly start to flutter them open. Bending the knees towards the chest, come out. And carefully rolling over to one of your sides. Pressing your way back up. And we'll set up for our final resting posture for Savasana. So once again, I'm going to use the blanket as my pillow. And since my pillows are pretty large, I think I just want one underneath the knees. If you have two smaller pillows, place one on opposite sides of your mat. Coming to a seat in the center of your space, and drape your legs over your pillows or your blocks or your bolsters. So it's resting right underneath, giving you that nice support. And then start to lower down onto your back, resting a blanket or a pillow under your head. Let your toes flail out to the sides. Arms resting, palms facing up. Roll your shoulders down your spine, away from the ears. And let everything relax. The mind quiet and clear. And the breath slow and steady. You're welcome to stay in this supported Savasana as long as you like. If you'd like to be guided out, start to take some deeper, fuller breaths. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gentle movements to the wrists and the ankles. Let the head rock from side to side. And then bend the knees towards the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give your body a hug. A little rock side to side. And then rolling over to your right or your left side, coming into fetal pose. So staying in that ball shape, resting your head on your arm. And then press your way up to a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed. If you'd like, you can sit on a pillow or a block. Cross-legged or kneeling, sitting tall, hands resting on the knees. Taking a few deep breaths here, noticing how your energy might have shifted. Next inhale, bring the hands to heart center, resting the thumbs against the chest. Take a gentle bow forward. And thank yourself for practicing, for finding time and patience for rest. We bow forward together. Namaste.